Good evening. This regular meeting of the Board of Trustees of Spring Independent School District is officially called to order on Wednesday, January 29th, 2025. The time is now 7:02 p.m. Board trustees present are Winfred Adams Jr., Carmen Correa, myself, Natasha McDaniel, and Deborah Jensen. I would like to ask everyone to turn off or silence their cell phones or electronic devices at this time. Thank you. Just a note, we have a few board members who are unable to be with us. They are certainly here with us in spirit, and those who are able are watching online. At this time, Trustee Adams will begin the meeting with our Spring ISD equity statement.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. Spring Independent School District strongly believes in educational and racial equity as fundamental aspects of its core mission and purpose, embodied through any program, practice, decision, or action that affects all students, with a strategic focus on those choices and policies that most strongly impact marginalized students. We believe all students, regardless of their ability, cognitive, physical, or social emotional, ethnicity, language, race, religion, gender identity, and status, should have equitable access to opportunities, resources, support systems, and educational rigor in order to maximize their academic success and social emotional well-being. We believe every Spring Independent School District student is valuable and possesses individual strengths and characteristics that make our district a great place to learn and grow. Moreover, we seek to act on that belief, instituting policies and practices that value diversity, committing ourselves as a district to continued growth and development, and working to support the success of every student in all that we do.
Thank you, Trustee Adams. The award-winning Spring Navy JROTC will lead tonight's presentation of the colors. Commanding the color guard and carrying the United States flag is the Cadet Petty Officer 3rd Class, Miyoko Tarkong. Carrying the Texas flag is Cadet Seaman Anayeli Salinas. The left rifle bearer is Cadet Petty Officer 3rd Class, Jasmine Saunier. The right rifle bearer is Cadet Senior Chief Petty Officer Tia Wahid. Leading the pledges tonight is Senior Chief Petty Officer Isabella Vostri. And tonight's color guard is under the direction of Commander Eric Law. At this time, would everyone please rise?
Forward, march, left, 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 right, left, right, left, left, counter, march, march. Left, 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 right, colors, halt. Present, color. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for the Texas pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible. Carry, color. Ready, cut. Right, base. Forward, march. Left, 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 right, right, left.
At this time, please remain standing and observe a moment of silence in your own way. Thank you. You may now be seated. Our next item is the superintendent's remarks. We will now hear from our superintendent of schools, Dr. Lupita Hinojosa.
Thank you, Ms. McDaniel. So, members of the board and all of our principals are here today. I see everyone. I see our Girl Scout troop that's here today too. So yes, this is a very special month. I know we are at the end of the month and our regularly board meeting had to be pushed back due to the ice and snow and all of those things, right? But January is a special month for us, especially in education here in Texas, as it allows us an entire month to say thank you to our board that supports our district. So we have a 7-member board. I know today we have some of our board members that could not make it, but this locally elected Board of Trustees is empowered. Although they are volunteers, they're actually empowered by the Texas legislature to govern our school district. But I'll tell you, here in Spring ISD, we call ourselves the Team of 8. And so as being a member of the Team of 8, I can tell you that yes, they're empowered by law, but most importantly, they are empowered by their hearts. They're here to govern and to set vision for our district. And so their commitment goes beyond just the policies and procedures, but they actually help us shape our district's strategic vision, and they set course for us here. Our board's focus remains specifically on our 34,000 students here in the district and every decision that they make. And I can tell you, every decision that they make, it's always, is this in the best interest of our students? What will that impact be on our students? So tonight we are here at this meeting to honor their leadership. And I want all of you all that are here in person and those that are watching us, I want you all to join us in celebrating our Spring ISD Board of Trustees. So let's congratulate them for their work. And at this time, I'm going to ask Mr. King to help me, and if everyone will watch the monitors, please.
Don't they work at the Capitol or something?
Usually try to take into account a lot of like the public's opinions and that sort of thing so that they can work on making the district a better place.
Doesn't that work for free?
You don't get paid?
That's truly amazing because it shows the type of people that you guys are.
Keep doing what y'all doing.
The lights that we have in the theater and stuff. So I want to say thank you because I know y'all provide all of that stuff.
Your work goes unappreciated, and I would like to personally thank you from my part and everybody else from the school.
Hi, I'm Mia Quintanilla.
And I'm Destiny Lewis, and we go to Westfield High School, one of the many great schools here in Spring ISD.
True. Did you know there is a special group of people who help make important decisions for our school?
Really?
Yeah. They're called board members, and this month, we want to thank them.
That's right. Board members work together to make sure that our schools are the best place for learning. They don't teach us in the classroom, but they help make big decisions that affect how things run in school.
Oh, and guess what? They're volunteers.
No.
Yes. They don't get paid for the work they do. Board members are elected by people in our community because of how much they care for our school and want to make it a better place for us.
They set the vision and the goals for our district, ensuring that we have quality, equitable communication and a safe environment.
Right. Board members make sure parents, teachers, and community members' voices are heard when it comes to shaping our school. Without them, we wouldn't have the strong connections and support that makes our school so great.
Board members meet regularly to discuss important ideas and make choices about our school's future. Because of their leadership and commitment to our kids, families, parents, teachers, staff, and community, I know it's a lot, we would like to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, board members.
Thank you, Spring ISD Board.
Thank
Thank you to the board members.
Thank you, board members.
Thank you to the school board members that make our district so great.
Thank you, board members.
For your relentless commitment and unwavering dedication to shaping a brighter future for our children.
So just thank you. This is from our students and their thoughts that they wanted to share with you all as our board. And yes, they may not exactly know what you do, but once you tell them, they're like, oh my goodness. And so thank you. Also, special thanks to our communications team for putting this video together. We just wanted you to hear and see from our students. So thank you for all that you do. And happy Board Appreciation Month. Ms. McDaniel, that concludes my remarks for tonight.
Well, thank you very much. It's for that video. We got some emotions up here because, like you said, it is hard work what we do as board members, and so to hear from the kids is just really, really special. And so we just really appreciate you for putting that together, especially the communication team. It was just, please make sure we get a copy so we can, on those late nights and, you know, when we're in the thick of things, we can watch that video back. So thank you so much. So our next item is a presentation of proclamations and recognitions for Board Appreciation Month. At this time, I'd like to recognize our Chief of Communications, Shane Strupart.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. Didn't I? Thank you, Madam Vice President, trustees, Dr. Hinojosa, administration, and audience. In a proclamation issued by the state of Texas declaring January as School Board Recognition Month, it is stated that school boards play a vital role in our effort to achieve excellence in education. The proclamation also emphasizes that the leadership of our school boards affects the development of our children and the future of our state. These statements underscore the profound impact our trustees have on shaping the educational experiences of our students and guiding the direction of our schools. Our school board members devote countless hours to ensuring that our students receive a quality education. Their commitment and leadership are instrumental in fostering an environment where every student can thrive. In addition to the state proclaiming January as School Board Recognition Month, we are also grateful that several of our local representatives have recognized this month as School Board Recognition Month. Spring ISD wants to thank the following local representatives: Commissioner Rodney Ellis, State Representative Charlene Ward Johnson, State Senator Molly Cook, State Representative Symphonia Thompson, and Congressman Sylvester Turner. Each of these representatives have sent official proclamations from their office to each of our trustees in appreciation of their service to our community. And you have those proclamations, a copy in front of you. Let's give them a round of applause and thank them for those proclamations. Now, at this time, I would like to call to the podium Courtney Brown, a local Girl Scout troop leader and Spring ISD parent, for a special presentation to the board. Trustees, Dr. Hinojosa, can I get y'all to come down to the horse too as well?
Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Hello. Nice to see you again. Okay. Well, hello everyone. My name is Courtney Brown, and I'm a troop leader of Troop 106-215. And my daughter is Mackenzie Brown. She is a 10th grader at Winchie High School. She's also a part of the varsity theater at Westville High School. As a troop leader in Girl Scouts, the world's largest leadership organization, I can see firsthand how our organization builds girls of courage, confidence, and character who makes the world a better place. The Girls and Girl Scouts are students in your schools. But more so, these girls are becoming leaders thanks to Girl Scouts. These leadership skills can go to day to day also as in schools. Another troop is here with us tonight, Troop 106-346. These little babies, they made swaps for you. A swap is a special whatchamacallit, affectionately penned, is what girls give to other Girl Scouts when they meet them. These swaps were created just for you guys tonight. They're gonna give you, the girls can give them. These are swaps. Every time we do, it's a big deal. We collect them at every meeting or even camp out we have. We give swap. Even the big ones, we give swaps to the little ones as well. So I want to say thank you for supporting our girls in your schools. We are grateful for the continued partnership we have with Spring ISD and the board. Your schools and district continue to partner with us to serve your students in the community. Before we end, I just want to let you all know, you all too, that cookie season is coming. And we are able to sell cookies on February 8th. And their cookies will be in your schools. I don't know how they come, but we will have them. But again, thank you again for allowing us to support us, and we appreciate you. We saw two of you at the Spring High School. Christina, she was in that play. Thank you for being there. Your support means a lot. I said, Mackenzie, she came to the brunch. Remember last year they came to support us. Your support means a lot to us, and we just want to tell you thank you for everything that you do. Have a good evening. Sure.
Oh, it's good. I got wide. You got yours.
As soon as you get out the way. Tell me that. Okay, here we go.
Okay, let's look at this phone right here.
Okay. And I'm done. Thank you.
Ready? All right, 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. All righty.
Thank you, Courtney, and thank you, Girl Scouts. At this time, I will be calling our principals to come to the podium for a special presentation. Presenting to Position 1 Trustee, Dr. Deborah Jensen, is Principal Kimberly Cully from Springwoods Village Middle School.
We get to call the rest of our team up. See Dr. James. else is here?
I'm here for sure.
All right, thank you. Increase. All right. Dr. Jensen, I feel like we've known each other I feel like we've known each other for a very long time. Had the honor of being your grandson's principal, so I got to see you in that capacity. And I've also got to work closely with you in opening a new school and going through IB authorization. And what I can say through everything, you are the board member that will roll up their sleeves. You unpack boxes in science lab. You will pat a kid on the back. You will hug them. You will love them. But what I really admire most about you is your dedication to inquiry-based learning, and dedication to our students and our community. Your service is exemplary, and it is an honor to be able to serve alongside you and to say that you have created that foundation in Spring ISD that is so long-standing. And the legacy that you have imparted in my life is instrumental and huge in who I am. So thank you so much, Dr. Jensen, for your service to Spring ISD and all of our service. Thank you guys for being up here and representing our team. Thank you. Yes, our basket.
Now, presenting to position 2, Trustee Kelly Hodges, who's watching online, is Principal Dr. Christine Guidry from Spring Early College Academy. And her colleagues.
Good evening. William Arthur Ward said, feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. So tonight, as we celebrate Board Appreciation Month, we're here to not only share a gift with Trustee Hodges, but to also share our gratitude. We would like to express our appreciation to not only Trustee Hodges, but all of our board members for your time, commitment, and your pursuit of access for our students, staff, and Spring ISD community. The work you do, the decisions you make, and the impact you have affect the work at each of our Spring ISD campuses, and we know that you do not take or make these decisions lightly. We truly appreciate the time you spend researching, questioning, and evaluating the information in an effort to make decisions in the best interest of the Spring ISD community. So on behalf of Bamwell Elementary, Cooper Elementary, Major Elementary, Northgate Crossing, Spring Early College, and Westfield High School, we thank you and appreciate all that you do. Really heavy.
Presenting to position 3, who is also watching online, Justine, our president, Justine Durant, Principal Aisha Ahmad from Momentum High School.
So on behalf of Clark Elementary, Heritage Elementary, Lewis Elementary, Thompson Elementary, Clawton Middle School, Momentum High School, and Westfield Ninth Grade, we present this basket and express our deepest gratitude with these few words for our board president. Through years of service, term by term, a steady heart, a voice so firm. Elected once, then 5 times more, a leader Spring ISD adores. For student, staff, and all who strive, you fight to help our schools thrive. With wisdom, passion, strength, and grace, you make our district a better place. Mr. Durant, we celebrate you today for all that you do in every way.
Now presenting to position 4 trustee Winford Adams Jr., Principal Cecilia Brumsey from Robertson Middle School.
Just making sure they're coming along. Good evening. In today's culture, when you go to the internet, it's very important where you see what the Yelp rating is. So we decided that Mr. Adams deserved his own Yelp rating. We wanted to take this moment to recognize you for your dedication and your commitment to this entire Spring ISD community. You have consistently demonstrated a deep passion for education and student success. Mr. Adam, you bring a valuable insight and experience to every decision, ensuring that all Spring ISD students receive a quality education. For advocating for student resources to supporting teachers and staff, you've played a pivotal role in fostering our environment here where learning and growth thrive. It's clear that Mr. Adams truly cares about the students, families, and educators in our district. Spring ISD is fortunate to have such a dedicated leader working to make a difference in the lives of children. For this, you receive a 5-star rating. We highly recommend Mr. Winford Adams Jr. for his continued leadership in education.
Presenting to position 5 trustee Rhonda Newhouse, who is also online, Principal Latoya Patterson from Hirsch Elementary.
Good evening to President Durant, Board of Trustees, Dr. Hinojosa, community, and friends. Today, we celebrate and honor a woman of remarkable grace, leadership, and resilience, our beloved school board member, Mrs. Rhonda Newhouse. With over 34 years of service as a teacher, counselor, principal, her passion for education has left an indelible mark on countless lives. Even in retirement, she continues to champion our students and schools with unwavering dedication as a member of our board. Mrs. Newhouse, your presence is a gift to this community and to every child you have inspired through your leadership and compassion. On a personal note, we want to extend our deepest sympathies to you for the recent passing of your beloved husband. Please know that your Spring ISD family surrounds you with love, strength, and prayers during this difficult time. You have always stood strong for us, and now we stand strong for you. In education, there's a saying, teachers plant seeds of knowledge that grow forever. Mrs. Newhouse, your influence has planted countless seeds that continue to blossom across this district. Thank you for everything you do and for everything that you are. On behalf of Anderson Elementary, Beneke Elementary, Hirsch Elementary, Link Elementary, and Smith Elementary, I want to say we love you, we honor you, and we are forever grateful for your presence in our lives.
Now presenting to position 6 trustee Carmen Correa, Principal Tim Livingston from Reynolds Elementary.
So let's play a little bit of Name That Tune. We're going to see age in the room. I want to see if you guys can finish the lyrics to this song. So let's see. Well, she sneaks around the world from Kyiv to Carolina. She's a sticky-fingered filcher from Berlin down to Belize. She'll take you on a ride on a slow boat to China. Tell me. There we go. I heard it. Say it louder. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? And that influenced our theme. In representing position 6, our theme was where in the world is Carmen Correa shaping tomorrow's Texas? Because personally, experiencing you as a mom, as a leader, as a soccer board member, as a school board member, I had the awesome opportunity to just know that in conversation with you that you just love to travel. Not only do you love kids, not only do you love your community, but in the intimate times of just in passing and just like, hey, Tim, how are you? Able to derive from that conversation that like, oh man, you really are deeply rooted in our community and in experiences. So we want to take that theme and connect it to our basket. And just like you have reached out to serve and touch so many hands and hearts in our community, so many community hands have come together to prepare this basket of appreciation. We have Ponderosa Elementary School, Mrs. Floralba Reyna, and she's not here today due to a loss. Bamel Middle School, Dr. Trent Russell. Spring Leadership Academy, Dr. Kevin Banks. Wells Middle School, Miss LaQuisha Knowles, and Spring High School, Mr. Alonzo Reynolds. They were so eager to contribute so much that has to do with world travel and just travel in Texas as well. And we just want to thank you so much, Carmen, from the bottom of my heart. Tim to Carmen, thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for just being there in moments where it really mattered, right? In this work, this hard work of loving kids and taking care of community, that has meant the world to me, and I know it's meant the world to our team. So we just want to say thank you, we love you, and we appreciate all that you do. Yeah, we're going to need hands.
Young guys.
We're going to need people.
Young guys.
Take it to the bottom.
There's lights on it.
All right, 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3.
And now, presenting to position 7, Trustee Vice President Natasha McDaniel is Principal Cecily Parker from Jenkins Elementary.
I'm gonna have my lovely crew come up. Good evening, President Durant, Vice President McDaniel, Board of Trustees, Dr. Hinojosa, and distinguished guests. On behalf of Burchett Elementary, Jenkins Elementary, Marshall Elementary, Bailey Middle School, Dewitt Middle School, and Spring Ninth Grade Center, we are honored to express our deepest appreciation for Spring ISD Board Vice President Natasha McDaniel. Your unwavering dedication to students, teachers, and schools have profoundly shaped the future of our community. You lead with purpose, ensuring that every decision prioritizes the best interest of our students. Your commitment to asking tough questions, challenging us to reflect on our practices, always with the right intentions, always keeping student voice at the heart of every discussion. Your passion for education is evident not only through your service on the Spring ISD Board of Trustees, but also through your personal journey as an educator. With a bachelor degree in early childhood education and a master in curriculum and instruction, you have worn many hats: teacher, language arts specialist, literacy coach, and classroom management coach, all of which have shaped your vision for student success. This year, you reached another milestone, earning the distinguished designation of Master Trustee, the highest honor recognized by the Texas Associations of School Boards. Your dedication to equity and excellence for every Spring ISD student continues to inspire us all. Tonight, we celebrate you with a special tribute, using your name to reflect the impact you have made. M, for motivating others to inspire and strive for excellence. C, challenging the status quo for the betterment of students. D, dedicating to making a difference. A, advocating for equity and opportunity. N, nurturing a culture of success. I, inspiring change through action. E, elevating student voice. L, leading with integrity and passion. As a small token of our appreciation, we present this gift basket, a reflection of countless ways you uplift and support not only us, but all of our schools. Thank you for your leadership, your vision, and your unwavering belief in the success of every student. We truly appreciate you. Thank you.
Well, thank y'all so much for those tributes. I need to take mine in. Trustees, if y'all have any remarks, please feel free at this time.
So I had the opportunity to attend a couple of PVA performances in the district in the last week. I got to go out to Spring High School and see the kids do Once on This Island. And I wanted to shout out the kids at Spring High School and give special recognition to Miss Marilyn Ocker, the the theater arts teacher at Spring High School. They did a fantastic job. It's a musical performance. The kids sounded great. They looked great. They really always exceed my expectations. I'll stack our kids up against any kids in this state when it comes to performing in visual arts. I also got to attend an alumni band concert. And so thanks to Dr. Joe Clark, he's bringing back past performers in our musical bands. And the really special thing about this particular concert was a bunch of our principals were up on the stage performing. Principals Doucette, Russell, Rodney, Imholtz, and Cully. I think I got everybody. Really impressive, and also really provides a quality experience for those kids on that stage as musicians. I played a trumpet a really long time ago and gave it up and really regret it. And so anything we can do to show kids that, you know, this instrument that you're learning now can be something that helps you throughout the rest of your life, I think is really valuable. And the last thing I have, Vice President, is we're in the thick of the legislative session right now. As of this morning, because my day job is following this, almost 500 education-related bills have been filed in our state legislature. And so I want to encourage the community, people in this room, people watching online, and people who might read about this somewhere, to engage with your legislatures. Look at the bills that they are filing. Look at how they serve or don't serve your family, your community, your children. And if you can, make the phone calls, send the emails, take the trip up to Austin, and make sure that your voice is heard. Thank you.
Trustee Correa.
I would like to echo everything my colleague here said. And I know that this is Board Appreciation Month, but I don't like accolades. I appreciate all that you've provided tonight, but really, to me, the heroes are everyone that's here in this room, those who couldn't attend. Without you, we wouldn't have nothing our purpose is you. And so I just want to thank you all for staying committed, everything that you do for our district, staying in the fight, because right now it's really, really hard, especially with this legislative session, with the politics, so many things that are happening right now. The fact that you're still here, it just shows your dedication, and I just want to say thank you.
I just wanted to add one thing to the Spring High performance that we got to see, Trustee Adams, and that was we heard that the choreographer for the play, it was a senior at Spring High School, and I got to tell you, I have never seen such phenomenal choreography. I hope there's career pathways for somebody who has those kind of skills. Get to plan out movements of people and things and that sort of thing. The other thing I was thinking about is the president has a board cohort of seniors, students in our district, and she has enlisted the trustees to go talk to them about different aspects of leadership and being in board service. And I had the privilege to talk to these youngsters who are just amazing. And I was talking about ethics and responsibilities and what an odd political entity we are, that we have no power by ourselves. We only have a power as a group, that we need to share information in public and discuss things in public and come to decisions. So that's very interesting. The other thing was with that group, we are trying to cut the budget with the less bleeding as we can. And sometimes as a board member, it's not like you're coming to a good decision. You've got several bad decisions and you're trying to pick the least worst. And the Texas legislature who helped withheld money last session really have put us in a bind and are hurting the work of our public schools. And I'll say that in public on my own. But I challenged that group of seniors to suggest budget cuts. And at first they were kind of like this, and then they said, "Oh, you mean really? You really want our suggestions?" And I said, "Yes." And they got all excited. You know, there is so much input our community can give us and our students can give us, and very, very useful. So please communicate with us when you think you have a really good idea or a complaint.
Thank you, trustees, and I'll echo Trustee Correa's comments. At our January work session, we talked about sunsetting our equity committee, but please know that equity is still a priority, a top priority in Spring ISD. And I thanked our committee, I thanked our administration, but the people that I did not mention are our teachers, our departments who are coming together every day to do that work on the ground. And so I just wanted to make sure that I called that out, because y'all are the ones who are the boots on the ground and making sure that these plans and these priorities are actually happening and that we are doing what's best for our kids. And the work is not finished and it is ongoing. But despite all of the noise, we are going to continue doing what's best for our kids. And so I just wanted to say thank you for all of the work that you all are doing. So thank you all, trustees. We'll now continue with tonight's agenda. Our next item is the update of the board cohorts. First is the Student Governance Fellowship cohort. The last meeting was in January. Thank you all again to principals. We appreciate you all.
Thank you all.
For the Student Governance Fellowship, last month, students got together and talked about their top priorities, which are teacher retention and recruitment, curriculum, enrollment, and discipline. So those were the priorities that our kids felt were most important. And so they came together to discuss what they want to talk to. Very interesting, right? What they want to talk to legislators about in regards to those areas. Just kind of listening in, just to highlight the care that our kids have for their teachers. One of the ideas at one of the roundtables was, what if we could make scholarships for teachers? Because we know that they spend money out of their pockets to pay for our instructional materials and supplies. So the kids, they really do care. They really are concerned about their teachers, about funding. They have, like you said, Dr. Jensen, different ideas. They were trying to figure out how can they fundraise. And then there were also students who are tracking bills, and they stood up to share. There was actually one of them one of the students, Michael, in the video for Board Appreciation Month. So that's some of the work that they did. Natalia Gomez ran back from Raise Your Hand Texas, came to help continue to facilitate that work. And we meet on February 3rd for our next meeting, and they're going to refine their talking points so that in March, when we go up to Austin, they'll be confident and ready to speak with legislators about their top priorities. Any thoughts or questions about the Student Governance Fellowship?
I'm thrilled that the students are going to be able to come with us. That's really effective. I know the legislators sometimes don't want to talk to board members. They would love to talk to parents and students and teachers.
Yes. All right. And the next board cohort is the board president's leadership cohort. Due to weather, there's nothing to report at this time, and so we look forward to President Durant's update in February, at our February meeting. Okay. Our next item is the board audit committee update. I will invite anyone from the audit committee. Do we have anyone from the audit committee
Yeah.
to offer any updates?
So we also have not met. We had the conflict with the weather. I will say that Ms. Smith, our internal auditor, has worked her way through her 90-day plan. And so we did get an update on that. But until we meet, I hopefully in the next few weeks, with the weather shift, I'll have more, or actually, President Durant will have an update at that time.
Okay. Thank you, Trustee Adams. And then our final committee is our board governance committee update. Anyone from the governance committee able to provide an update? If not, we can look forward to updates at our February. Would you want to add
I think we
something,
updated it in the last meeting. So.
the work session?
Yes.
Okay.
There was some work. We're working on our legislative priority document, and so there, Dr. Hinojosa allowed for us to do some edits. I submitted some edits to the priorities, and I don't know if anybody else has submitted edits, but at some point we're gonna have a meeting of the whole and lock down our legislative priorities, and we need to do that quickly because the session is progressing rapidly. So.
And our next governance committee meeting is actually this Monday. So we'll have the draft of what has been brought forth so we can look at it and then bring it to the body.
Okay. So we look forward to those updates at our February meeting. Our next item is agenda participation. This item allows members of the public an opportunity to speak on agenda items before those items are considered by the board. Ms. Kinnemer, do we have anyone registered to speak under agenda participation?
We do not tonight.
Thank you. Oh, yes. We have a new face here. We can introduce Dr. H. Would you like to do the honors?
Thank you. I know my comments, I wanted to keep it just to our Board Appreciation Month, but definitely wanted to introduce our General Counsel for Spring ISD. This is Ms. Jody Kinnemer. And she has not only had experience in education law for 10 years, working in another district, also private sector. And so she joined us on, what's today, Wednesday. Monday was her first day. So Monday was her first day, and she has hit the ground running and will be able to help us as you talk about all the legislative updates that, or legislative items that are being considered now. That's one of the things that Ms. Kinnemer is very familiar with doing, and so she'll be working with us in that area, also as we finalize our priorities. And then last but not least, with everything that is happening, you know, across the state, but the country, most importantly, helping us make sense of it all so that we can continue to have and keep our students, our parents, our community informed. I do want to thank our communications team, Kristen Cobb, for taking the lead. We do have a website that has is up and will continue to add as the team with Ms. Kinnemer helps us, you know, keep the community updated and appraised on what is happening not only in the state but the nation. So we welcome Ms. Kinnemer to the team.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here, and I'm just hopeful that my experience will benefit ultimately the students of the district as we support the staff through whatever comes our way.
Well, welcome, Ms. Kinnemer. Thank you for joining the spring team. All right, let's move on to public participation. Our next item is public participation. Ms. Kettemer, do we have anyone registered to speak under public participation?
We do not tonight.
Thank you. All right, moving on, our next item is the consent agenda. I'll now entertain a motion to approve and adopt all items on the listed consent agenda.
Madam President, Madam Vice President, I move that the Board of Trustees approve and adopt all of the items listed on the consent agenda.
I second the motion.
It has been moved by trustee Correa and seconded by trustee Jensen that the Board of Trustees approve and adopt all of the items listed on the consent agenda. Is there any discussion?
The last time I'm reading that there's a bunch of board policies that were up for first reading on the consent agenda. Is that correct? There were some folks that had some questions about some of those policies. So I'm sort of wondering why we're doing this on consent if we still have questions.
I believe that you are approving it. I'm going to defer first reading because we still have the second reading coming up in our February.
Okay.
This is just the approval of the first reading.
Okay.
Yes, because trustee Adams, I was one of those people as well. Something that we talked about at the work session was making sure that for the equity committee, when it came to the internal committees, that we had a clear outline of how the board would get a report on the equity status report as we move forward with the sunsetting of the equity committee.
Okay. So you comfortable? You good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That was all I had.
Okay. Is there any other discussion?
Just that I concur with the equity portion as well.
All right. I'll now call for a vote. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Any opposed? The motion carries unanimously. There are no other items on tonight's agenda, so I'll now entertain a motion to adjourn our meeting.
Madam Vice President, I move that we adjourn tonight's meeting.
Second.
It has been moved by trustee Adams and seconded by trustee Correa to adjourn the meeting. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. Any opposed? The motion carries unanimously. There's no further business. This meeting is officially adjourned at 8:01 p.m. Thank you, everyone.